Miguel Adorati back here at the IBOT Vaults, and we're going to go ahead and do an MMA video blog, Bellator 139. The odds are finally up at the books. They came up in the last 24 hours. Got a couple of days here. The fights are tomorrow, Friday, June 26th. They're coming to us from the Kansas Star Arena in Mulvane, Kansas. You know, another one of those worldwide destinations that Bellator seems to pick. But the card itself has 4 of the fights available at the books. The fights are competitive fights in terms of the lines. There's nothing overwhelming, so that's interesting. The main event is at heavyweight and features Cheek Congo. Congo, obviously the UFC veteran, had been released. He's been with Bellator a little while now. I believe in his last outing he lost to King Mo, so his star is down a little bit. And he's facing Alexander Volkov, former titleist, who's hoping to get back into the title picture. That fight's 3 rounds. Volkov is favored at -165. Congo plus 125. Over-under is $1.50 with the over at -155 and the under at plus 115. Co-main event, you got lightweight. You got David Rickles. Rickles favored at -195 over veteran John Alessio. Alessio's at plus 155. Over-under is 2.5 with the over at -195 and the under at plus 155. Rickles, a guy, nice record. He's a long time with Bellator and stuff, coming off a hard loss. You know, actually, there were some pieces in the media about him contemplating retirement and stuff, but he's back, wants to do this full time, and he's rededicated, apparently. Alessio, tough veteran, a guy with a lot of fights, been all over the world, all over the place. But you know, Rickles is expected in this one to come out on top. Let's see. At featherweight, you got Pat Curran, a former champion. He's a favorite at -310, facing Emmanuel Sanchez. Sanchez with a good record. Not a lot of Bellator experience. He's at plus 230. Over-under is 2.5 with the over at -175 and the under at plus 135. Bellator ran a card last week, and obviously all the news was the main event of Kimbo and Ken Shamrock, but they had a couple of other former champions, Daniel Strauss and Michael Chandler, facing up-and-coming newer competition. That's what Pat Curran's getting here. He's favored, like I said, at -310 over this Emmanuel Sanchez. Former champion needs a win here to bounce back. Last fight available on this card is the middleweight bout between Joe Schilling, who's at -475, facing Hisaki Kato at plus 325. Schilling getting an MMA fight in there. Obviously, he's already been announced to be fighting Paul Daly on the September show. Looks like it'll be under kickboxing rules, so he's getting some time in here. The over-under on the Schilling-Kato fight is 1.5 with the over at plus 125 and the under at -165. Anyway, that's Bellator. After that, you're going to have a little bit of a stretch next month in July. You got Bellator 140, and then they take most of the summer off, and you're into their big Bellator Dynamite show for September, which has been announced already, with Tito Ortiz challenging for the light heavyweight championship there. And, you know, not happy with that event either. Catch our Bellator blog for the state of MMA as well. Rather, our Bellator podcast for the state of MMA as well. Something to take a peek at there, an extended look at the state of this company and see where they're going. Anyway, we'll talk to you after these fights. They go down this Friday.